Hey YouTube, it's Kristin. You're watching Chatterbox Budgets. Thank you so much for joining me for video today. I hope everyone is doing well. It is Tuesday, May 31st, 2022. It's 11 p.m. here in Salt Lake City, Utah. And I am here to do my check-in for week number 4 of May. And we're going to do that using the YNAB app. That's You Need a Budget. So let's get started. So I divide my months into 4 weeks regardless of how many days there are. So it goes from the 1st to the 7th, the 8th through the 14th, the 15th through the 21st, and then the 22nd through the last day of the month. So for this month, that was the 22nd through the 31st. So it makes the last week go a little bit longer sometimes, or well, pretty much every month except for February. But it's easier to have them all the same number of weeks. It just makes budgeting easier. It's easier to cover a couple of days than to try to fit my budget to another extra week or whatever. So anyway, okay. And then just a refresher, I am an hourly employee. I'm paid bi-weekly. I do budget monthly, and I'm a month ahead on covering my expenses. So everything we paid for in May that was planned came out of my paychecks from April. And then my paychecks in May are going towards my expenses for June. Okay, so we're going to start on the 22nd. So Junior is my son, $30 transferred to him. It took out of my personal care category. That was the Venmo Cash App. There was a transfer to my Prime Visa of $13.93. That was from my main checking account. That was just to pay the credit card. I have 4 credit cards that I use regularly and pay them regularly. So, yeah. Okay. And then the 23rd, we got Netflix for $19.99 from subscriptions. That was on my Prime Visa. The 24th, we got transferred to my Venmo Visa of $63.84. That came from my Venmo Cash App. And then Junior, my son, $10 personal care, Venmo Cash App. And then when I was reconciling my accounts, I had $25 more in cash than I thought I had. So I put that. That's just making that be the right balance. The budget amount's still the same. It was just, yeah, anyway. Okay, and then that's the transfer. And then on the 25th, there was a transfer to my Capital One checking account of $180 from my main checking account. That was the rest of my unscheduled expenses for June. I usually do half and half, but I'm trying to budget, or I'm trying to stick to a lower budget in June. So it ended up being less than half anyway. And that was just getting it to the right account. So anyway. And then there was a transfer in my Capital One 360 savings account of $162.22. That came from my main checking account. I decided to stop doing the 52-week challenge just because I don't like having to do math every week and trying to figure out how much to transfer and all that stuff. I prefer to transfer monthly and or every paycheck or whatever. So I took it, and it's $111.11 per month to get me to the total I want to have by the end. So I think I put $1,500. It might be $1,000. I can't remember. But anyway, that's it's part of my contingency fund. Ooh, which is, excuse me, I'm so sorry, you guys. I've been awake since 4:30, and it's way past my bedtime. But I want to get this done because if I wait till tomorrow, then everything flips over to June. It still wouldn't be so bad to clear it up. I just thought it'd be easier. Anyway, okay, where were we? Oh yeah, State Farm split transaction for $67.11. That came out of my main checking account. Why are you? Oh, I see why. Okay, sorry. Hold on. So that was a split transaction. So $59.95 for my auto insurance, and then $7.16 for my home insurance. Okay, Discover card, $14.08. This one actually makes me laugh. So I get cash back on my Discover card. I use it for 2 or 3 bills a month, and so I got $14.08 back in cash on my Discover card. Well, I had already made a payment for the total amount due, so now I have a credit of $14.08 on my Discover card, which is fine. It's a strange problem to have. I did not have that problem a year ago. A year ago, I would pay my credit card down and then go use it again. So I always it was usually maxed out. Anyway. And now they're all paid in full every week. Or if my OCD is extreme, because I am diagnosed with OCD, I might pay it more often than once a week. Anyway, and then my son paid back the money he had borrowed, so $115 on my Venmo Cash App. That was a split transaction. So, oops, let me do that. So I put, $95 in my personal care category, and then auto care I put back $20. He actually gave me $5 more than he had borrowed, but he said just to keep it, so I'm like, okay. And then let's see, those are the transfers. Okay, on the 26th of May, I had transfer to my Discover card of $98.58. That was just to pay off that card from my main checking account. Prime Visa transfer, $42.49. That was from my main checking account. Just paying that card off. Audible, $16.03. That was from subscriptions for my Prime Visa. And then those are the other parts of those. Okay. And the 27th, I've got Amazon, $24.40 from Pet Care on my Prime Visa. That was for a new harness, dog harness. And then Prime BritBox, $7.50 from subscriptions from my Prime Visa. That's for one of the channels that I watch and use, and yeah. And then on the 28th, we've got May 28th. I was going to read the date as if it was a dollar amount. Walmart grocery, $117.98. That was a split transaction on my Capital One MasterCard. That was $96.66 for food. Household was $3.48. Personal stuff was $10.85. And pet stuff was $6.99. Now, that amount is not going to be the end balance. I added something on later, and then they charged me for something that didn't get delivered. So I'm still waiting for all the charges to clear my account. So I'll be fixing that, but it's not. It's only $3.48 or something. So it's not a big enough deal to worry about it. Okay, and then Vasta Fitness, I've got $16.09 for my gym membership. Google One, we've got $2.99. Oh, I'm sorry, the gym membership was on my Prime Visa. Google One, $2.99. That was for subscription, and that was from my Google Pay account. I've got like $6 left on that, and then I'm going to switch over to the credit cards, because I thought the Google Pay would be easier. It's not, because I still have to make sure it gets paid. Okay, on the 29th, we've got Walmart grocery, $15 for my gas budget on my Capital One MasterCard. That was the delivery tip from the day before. The 30th, I've got a reconciliation balance adjustment of $162.22. I just needed to fix my Venmo Cash App total. It's just making it zero. It's just reconciliation. And then there was a transfer to my Prime Visa of $64.02. That was from my main checking account. That was just to pay that card off. And then Prime PBS Masterpiece was $6.42 for subscriptions. It came off my Discover card. I don't know why, because all of my subscriptions with Prime are set up to come from my Prime Visa. But it's fine. It's all the same thing. The money was there. It's just, yeah. And then that's all for that day. And then the 31st, which is today, I had a transfer to my main checking account from my side checking account of $2,000. That was my the funds for my scheduled expenses for June. It sits in the side checking account until the end of the month, and then I move it over to cover the next month's expenses. So I could I could go in tomorrow, or even right now, and pay all my bills for June and have them all covered. I just don't do that. I let them sit there, and then they come out automatically when they're supposed to, although I do pay my rent manually. I'll do that tomorrow. Okay, and then hairstylist, $60. Personal care, that was cash. That's my sister, and she does such a fabulous job. I love it because I just sit down in the chair. She's like, how much are we cutting off? I'm like, whatever you think we need to do to make it look good or healthy, whatever. So, and she's extremely talented. She's been doing my hair since 2004, I believe, and it's amazing how, I used to pick my split ends. She has done a really good job with my hair over the years, and it's long, and as far as I know, it's pretty healthy. So, and I'm not as gray as I could be. Anyway, plus I get to spend time with my sister like every 6 weeks or whatever. So, okay, and that's all. So that's everything for the scheduled expenses. So let's go to the budget. Okay, so for the scheduled expenses that are monthly and are fixed, we had assigned $1,892.49, and there's nothing left, which is what we want, because I don't want anything left. It's just, I want to be budgeting exactly what I need and having it all balance out. So for auto insurance, we spent $59.95. For my cell phone, we spent $63. Electricity, $52. Internet, $98.58. Natural gas was $31. Utilities, this is the water, sewer, trash, pest control, and then community, electricity, natural gas, and then also an admin fee. That's what I pay my apartment complex. That was $63.72. Subscriptions, these are the monthly subscriptions. We paid $114.33. It's me, my dog, and my cat. My gym membership, $16.09. Home insurance, $7.16. Loan payments, we paid $160.71. And then my rent, I paid $1,225.95. So everything went the way it was supposed to go. And then scheduled expenses that are for annual, which are flexible, I assigned $108.09. There's $215.56 available. This is it's still in my savings account right now. I'm planning on putting it on my American Express Bluebird prepaid card. I just haven't done it yet because every time I try to do it on the app, it says it's not available. So for my Amazon Prime, which is due in December, and I'm budgeting $150, I have $33.34. $16.67 came from this month. Emissions Plus, which is due in June, and I'm planning on $45. We added $15. We now have $30. For my Google One, which is due in October, it's $19.99. I added $2.86, so I have $5.72 there. For my Sam's Club, which is due in September, and it's going to be about $108 because I have the higher one. I put $18 in there, so now I'm at $36. For TurboTax, which is due in January, when I file my taxes, I'm planning on $150. I put $15 in, that gives us $30. I guess these are technically like sinking funds, but I don't consider them sinking funds. I don't like that because they're scheduled. They're things I have to pay. I may be able to borrow a little bit now and pay it back later, but no matter what, I've got to pay it back. So, well, I mean, I guess, yeah. Anyway. These are items that are not required for my 4 wells. Although if I want to have a car, I do have to pay for my emissions and my registration. Okay, so then my Utah Department of Motor Vehicles is due in June, $77.25, which actually ended up being more than I thought it was going to be. I thought I was planning on $75.50 because that's what I paid last year. But $2.25, or actually it's not even that much, $1.50 is something like that. Fine. Okay, so I added $25.96. I've got $51.30 available. Walmart Plus, which is due in December, I'm planning on $105.11. I put $7.01 in there, and I've got $14.02 there. YNAB, which is due in May, that's the You Need a Budget app. It's going to be $106.17 approximately. That's with sales tax. So I added $7.59. That takes us to $15.18. Back to Walmart Plus. I did pay it in December, so that's what I plan on it being due again. But when I paid for it, they gave me 6 months at no extra charge. So it's not actually due till next June, but I want to have it funded by December, so I'm still budgeting as if it's due in December, but it's kind of cool. I wasn't expecting that. So unscheduled expenses, which are flexible. These are things that are not required, but I do know I have to pay for them, like toilet paper and food. Gotta buy food. So we assigned $703.93 in the month of May. We have $103.66 available. So for groceries, we've got $22.23 of the $300 left. For gas or fuel, we've got nothing left of I think I budgeted $60. But I did fill up my gas tank for the first time in 6 months. That was $45. So I did go over, but I had the money in other categories to cover it, so it's fine. And I won't have to put gas in my car again, hopefully until September, but we'll see. Household, we have $13.48 left of the $60 budget. Miscellaneous, we've got $9.50 left. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, $9.50 left of my $356 that's assigned. That doesn't make any sense. Anyway, I borrowed from that category when I had to cover other categories. So, personal stuff, we've got $38.48 left of my $6 budget. And then pet stuff, we have $19.97 left of the $200 budget, which is cool. I'm going to leave those funds there because I am budgeting less in June. So I want to leave the funds just so there's a little bit more in those accounts or those categories. Okay. Irregular expenses, which are my freedom funds, sinking funds, whatever. We assigned $372.59, and we have $441.33 available right now. So auto care, I added $10, so we're at $20 now. Entertainment, I added $11.44, so we're at $21.44. Birthdays, we added $35.22. We are now at $20.44 because I did have $50 or whatever. No, I did give my son some money for his birthday early, but anyway. Holidays, we've got $70.10 assigned in the month of May, and so we have $140.20 there. Personal care, I assigned $75. We've got $95 now, just because I did use that today. Pet care, we assigned $120.83. We have $79.77 right now. And then, and then shopping. I assigned $40. We have $44.48 left. I did not spend out of my shopping category this month, which is really cool. Franklin Planner, which is my addiction, they had a 20% off sale for Memorial Day weekend. And I do have a cart full of stuff. I was going to get some different plant binders and stuff, but I talked myself out of it. And I'm pretty sure if I didn't have the money set aside, or if I wasn't following my budget or whatever, I would have just bought it. I would be compensating for things happening in life by spending money on things I don't necessarily need, which I've already done this year enough. But because I gave myself permission to buy this stuff if I wanted it, I didn't buy anything. So that was cool. That's a victory for me. Most of where I save money you won't see, because I would be spending out of, borrowing from myself. So anyway, okay. So for travel, I added $10. We've got $20 there. Okay. And then for my contingency fund, which is my version of this emergency fund, I assigned $123.15. We have $234.26 available. That doesn't look like much, and that's true, it's not, but I'm not too concerned about that because I could use the money that I have set aside for my scheduled expenses. I could use that as an emergency fund if I had to. I don't want to, because that would put me back on budgeting by paycheck, but I could. So I'm not worried about having $1,000. I want to get there eventually, but I'm not stressing about it right now. So in my main checking account, there's nothing left. Cash, I have $12.04 left. And then my Capital One 360 savings account, I added $111.11, so I now have $222.22. I switched over from doing the 52 weeks challenge to just doing once a month, and I'm just putting $111.11 once a month in there, if I can. So, okay. And my health savings account, I've got $1,104.36 available. That can be used for pharmacy, medical, dental, vision, or chiropractic. So pharmacy, we spent $332.24, which that's for, I had one prescription, it was like 140 something, and then my son had filled some too. And the medical, we spent $10. So, yeah. And then credit card payments, we're not too worried about this because I pay my credit cards every week, but we did assign, there's some money assigned there, and yeah, so anyway, so that's it. And then the age of money, which I love looking at, even though I still don't quite understand the calculations on it, but $50. So my oldest dollar that I have available is 50 days old, which is cool, considering I used to be living paycheck to paycheck, or worse than that, actually. So my net worth right now is $5,038.19. That does not take into account my personal loan or my 401k loan, so I'm not worth as much as it says because of those, but anyway, okay, so that was the other thing I was going to show you. Let me go back to my accounts. Hold on. So, and I haven't reconciled today, so these may not be right. But the money's there, it just may be in a different account. So I've got $5,038.19 in my accounts. So my main checking account has $23, I didn't mean to push that. $2,318.93. My side checking account has $0. I do get paid on Thursday, so I will be putting part of July's expenses in there, which is so cool. I love that. Primary savings, I have $214.80. Secondary savings, I have nothing. Capital One checking, I have $823.42. That's the account for my unscheduled expenses. I use my credit card, and I paid off with that checking account. My Capital One 360 Performance Savings account has $171.11 in it. My Capital One MasterCard, I owe $137.72. That'll come out of that Capital One checking account. Discover card, I have a credit of $7.66 because of the credit from my cashback. And then I used it for the Prime PBS subscription. Still not sure why it came off my Discover card when it's supposed to be my Prime Visa, but it's all the same. It doesn't really matter. My Prime Visa, I don't owe anything. My Venmo Cash App, I have $449.59 available. My Venmo Visa, I don't owe anything. My Bluebird Prepaid American Express, I still haven't put any money on that card yet, so there's nothing. My Health Equity HSA is $1,104.37. Cash, I have $80 left. Which, is that right? I think that's right. Okay, because I know I've got, anyway. And then Google Pay, I've got $6.03 left. So I just need to go through and reconcile tomorrow. But yeah, so we're ready to go. This month ahead thing, it was not easy getting there. I mean, mainly because I was spending money left and right. But it's really nice. And so I hope that all of you who want to be in that position someday can be in that position. Even if you can get just your scheduled expenses to be like, or as most people would call them, fixed expenses. It's worth it. But anyway, I probably need to go to bed because holy cow, I'm tired. So I appreciate you guys being here. Thank you so much for your support. I apologize that I don't post more, but honestly, I'm dealing with extreme burnout. It's an unofficial diagnosis right now, but that's what I've been told. And they can't give me an official diagnosis because it's not something that I guess that I can go in for my blood work and stuff and get an actual different diagnosis, but that's what I was told on Friday. Anyway, getting help with that, trying to work on that. But because of that, I've had to cut out pretty much anything that I don't enjoy. And I enjoy doing these videos this way. The old way of doing them, I don't enjoy as much, the paper. It just takes a lot of time. And I've been so focused on trying to get my apartment clean for the inspections they were doing and all that stuff. And work's just been overwhelming. So being able to cut out anything that I don't really enjoy and being able to do it this way has been really fun. So I apologize if they're not as much fun for you guys, but at least you know, you're getting something. So really, I'm in a weird position compared to a lot of people who have the budgeting channels and stuff. Since I don't have any kids at home. I don't have a spouse. I work full time. I have an apartment. So everything's kind of in a weird state right now for me. But anyway, yeah. And I don't think I'm having a midlife crisis. I think I'm having a burnout. So, all right. I'm going to go upload this, go brush my teeth, wash my face, take my vitamins, put on my jammies, and then we're going to sleep because we get to wake up again at 4:30. It's supposed to be 3:30 so I can go to the gym, but I don't think we're going to make it tomorrow. So anyway, Zeus and Buzzy, my dog and my cat, say hello. At least Zeus does. I don't know if Buzzy does. Buzzy's a little grumpy old man. He'll be 13 this year, I think, and he's a sweetheart, but he's definitely, persnickety is a good word for it. But they're both adorable, and I love them so much. And we had my grand dog here for the weekend. She's so adorable. That was fun. Got to watch my grandma's dog last week, so I call her my Aunt Chloe. That was fun. And then our friend that goes walking with our neighbor that goes walking with us just got a new dog named Outlaw. So we've been having a lot of dog time lately. That sounds weird. Time with animals. Time with dogs. All right, you guys. I'm officially fading, so I better go. Have a good night. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.